everybody, welcome to the stream. Hello. Do you hear that? Do you hear it? The wonderful, staticless mic? It's a miracle, right? I fixed it. I did some research and I fixed it. I figured out what was wrong. It was too close to my monitors. So now it's right next to my face, right here, and you get to hear my lovely voice and all the weird stuff. That was weird. Anyway, you get to hear all the wheezing I do. Welcome. We're playing Bug. It's New Year's. New Year's Eve. Last day of 2021, and we're finishing it off with Danganronpa 2. What better thing that I could be doing with my life other than playing this godforsaken game that I love dearly, but I also hate at the same time. Last time I became very sad. I hope this is loud enough for you to hear. If not, that would fucking suck. Anyway. Last time was sad and I hated it because my best friend the one, the only, the arsonist, the insane, lucky, hope-loving bastard, Nagito fucking Komaeda, got himself killed. And, I have been told by friends and friends of friends that this trial is going to suck ass, and I'm gonna hate every second of it, but love it at the same time. And I don't know what else sums up this game, honestly. I'm also tired as fuck, so if I'm acting a bit different than I usually am, there's your answer. I'm super tired right now. Got like 1 hour of sleep last night, so that's awesome. I'm tired. You might even be able to hear it in my voice. I'm fucking tired. I got up earlier than I usually do today. It's a crime, really. Anyway. Enough rambling, enough talking. I could talk for fucking ages, bro. Anyway, it's 5 minutes in. Well, 3 minutes in the stream. I'm looking at the time. Let's just fucking play the game. It's the trial. Fuck Nagito. I'm so fucking sad over his death, dude, because he's such an awesome character. He's such a funny little man. He's so entertaining. Like, he makes things interesting. He also tells us all the answers to the trial, so I may be a bit biased. But anyway. Load game. Oh, we're gonna see. Yep, class trial prep. This is not gonna be fun. At all. We don't get to hear his lovely voice anymore. Yeah, the trickster Nagito was brutally murdered. Yeah, and he wasn't murdered nicely either. I mean, I don't know if you can be murdered nicely, but, did I even equip the things that I did last time? Why not? I didn't even fucking equip them. Bruh, I bought them, but I didn't equip them. I'm a fucking dumbass. Anyway, open the book. Can I buy more? This is the final trial. Might as well go all out. But fuck it. Okay. Report cards. I'm sorry for the cursing. I cursed more with that. Oh, I only have 3. That might be fun. Okay, that's the only thing I can get, so like, why not? You know? I'm gonna need all the help I can get. Here we go. Class trial. Start.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class
How the class
trial.
trial works, Mono.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
This is literally the 5th one.
Oh my! Monami? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you? You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit?
What?
Chesto!
Oh, well. She's not saying a damn thing.
One more time! Jeez! How about this one? This will be my final blow! It's useless.
Please stop! I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now is not the time for me to horse around with Monami. The class trial has started after all.
For a reason.
The victim this time is Nagito, who was attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's
tell us
sake.
that before he died.
Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor,
It's clear the traitor killed him.
that traitor is obviously the
Yeah,
killer.
exactly.
They were trying to
Thank
shut
you.
Nagito up.
Very likely.
No,
Not
that might not be
guaranteed,
it.
But very likely.
Huh?
Exposing the
Are you
traitor
trying
would
to protect the
definitely
traitor?
help this
They didn't
boat
call out when we were in
expose the
danger.
killer.
Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm
No,
the traitor.
the traitor isn't gonna admit to being the traitor.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you
Stop
guys
arguing
hurry
like
and start
dumbasses.
arguing already?
Nagito isn't here to be like, shut the hell up. It's highly likely they're the same person, by my guess. But, yeah. Oh boy, I don't remember what I don't remember what the account was. I never remember what the accounts are, honestly.
The killer didn't take
Get them so
Nagito's mouth
fast.
to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's why he was so beat
Oh,
up.
it's gonna be duct tape, and they're gonna say
What were they trying to find out by
Yeah.
torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
No.
If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
I don't think so.
If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Yeah, I don't like. They weren't
The
torturing
killer
him for
didn't take
answers.
Nagito's mouth to shut him up.
Because he was duct
I'm
taped.
telling
like,
you,
he's not
they were
duct taped
torturing
shut,
him.
Dude.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect
Try this one as well.
is whoever found the bomb first.
No, yeah, I didn't think it was gonna work, but I thought I'd try it.
Damn it!
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah. They were torturing him for answers.
But Nagito's mouth
Yeah.
was covered with duct tape,
wouldn't have been able
so
to-
he
yeah,
wouldn't have been able to
exactly.
confess anything.
I was gonna say that in a weird way, but it's fine.
If he was being tortured for information, they
Yeah,
wouldn't have taped his mouth
kind
like
of
that.
what I was more saying.
I'm prepared.
Oh, he's gonna fight me on this one. Yay, great, wonderful. I fucking
Ah, I just realized it. It's a trap.
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
Oh, was he gonna say that he duct taped his mouth afterward? The killer duct taped his mouth afterward.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated. I can't back down!
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him,
No, yeah, okay.
Damn
I gotta
it!
figure out what sort
like you
of-
said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated. Like you said, if Nagito, you'd obviously assume he couldn't, but that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
'Cause there was no
Pay
blood or
attention.
anything.
This is how it went down. First, the killer and got information about. Then, after they killed him,
Allow me to cut through those words. No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
what did you say?
I am.
Who cares about the duct tape?
I don't know.
We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors. We
No,
don't need to
actual
play a
proof.
game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Why do you always side with Benjamin?
Yucky.
Do you have a crush on him or something?
No, she's just smart.
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right?
ain't observant.
The blood
the
on
ultimate gamer.
Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds. Which means the
This
duct
feels
tape was
so
on his
bad
face
for
before
him,
his arms
man.
were even wounded.
Like, at least give him a quick and painless death, man.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth.
Like he was screaming and opening it.
He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Not having a great time.
Perhaps the
that's for
duct
sure.
tape was used so we wouldn't be able to scream.
That's probably what
Then
it
it's
was.
like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
Exactly.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Yeah, they did it for their own selfish reasons.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
There's no other explanation.
If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
And that person.
No, they didn't just
here,
go
likely.
crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime
that's
scene and
true.
destroy all the evidence.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
We can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
I know how this fire occurred.
Yeah. And right after I
oil
opened the
lighter.
warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Was turned on. Sitting on the floor.
Which
Then when we
means
opened the
it
door,
is
the
plausible to
dominoes-
think that
the
nobody
dominoes
here
just
set the
fell
fire.
over And then caught fire.
The killer isn't one of us.
That's how that happened.
But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an
No,
amazingly
she's just
high
stating the
intellect.
obvious because we.
Alrighty then.
Dumbass.
Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
Damn right it is!
He is such a simp, and her using slang is something I will never like. I don't know. I will never get used to. That's what I was looking for. It's gonna be the monochrome panels or the oil lighter. One of the two.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
No.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Or perhaps opening the door caused.
Yes.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan.
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels. A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
A domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second. And from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
Well, the fire. Oh. MVP player.
I see!
Forgot about that.
You're talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels fallen.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
Oh yeah, stop.
Ah, so the door was being blocked.
And when we opened the door, the domino... Yeah, and that's how the warehouse...
You don't look so...
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem.
Oh.
I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
That's true. Then how?
I see!
If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used. You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
You don't mean...
Did he? No. No, no, no.
Hajime? What do you mean?
But it's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. What if the rope actually wasn't burned? That's why his clothes weren't burned. It was... he burned it. Did he do that to himself? To be fair, the reason I was so quiet those like past 10 seconds was I was processing that and looking it over all the evidence that I remember. It lines up, and I don't want it to. But I don't know if that's better than one of them being the killer. There's no way he could have done it to himself, right? Why? What would be the point? There would be no point. Why? Why? What would be the point? I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna look at all the X's on people first, though. Some of them have special X's. Hers looks like a city marker. His is like four. His is special. His first. His is bleeding. His is one of those very small ones. Okay.
This is my answer! What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
Why would he do all that?
He
to
wasn't
himself?
just the victim. Maybe.
Huh?
Did he
Not
like
just the victim.
actually?
What does that mean?
Oh, we
He
wouldn't
was
have
the
figured this
victim. And he
out
was
in
the
it
perpetrator
this
too.
early in the trial.
Maybe.
There's
Are you
no
saying this was a
way.
suicide?
Yeah.
Don't be stupid.
There's no way we would talk about this.
His
this
body was
early
covered in
trial.
torture wounds. Or did you already forget?
He could technically do that to himself.
Are you saying those
He
were
could
all
do that to himself.
self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember?
One of the ropes was burned.
Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and
One of
legs.
his arms was free.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
It's not. Because that one rope was burnt. That's what the fire was for. Is to hide the fact that he could tie himself up. Oh, for fuck's sake. Nagito, you son of a bitch.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the...
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
Or if you use your...
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Part of one.
To actually tie up, that's obvious.
Tying just the leg, tying both arms.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
No?
Crap! To actually tie up your own arm.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
It was the first one. I should have gone with my first gut feeling.
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
We only assumed because.
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before that.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
That his clothes weren't burned.
I see.
Take a close look at his right sleeve. Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree? A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
No thanks.
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay
Sonia.
you first.
That's definitely
Okay.
wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
Oh my fucking god. I can't
That's
believe
not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito.
Wait,
I
where?
mean,
What?
even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into
Could
it,
have
you
done that
know?
afterward.
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand.
Ah,
Well,
that
it
much
came
is
out.
obvious.
I'm kidding.
Hajime, you tricked me. Give me back
Give
that
you
Benjamin.
one.
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
Oh boy. Oh, is it the model from the plush?
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
The life-size Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
There
Makes
was a
sense.
lot of blood on that.
That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach. He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it. If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something. A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem. The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right? If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Let's not word it that way, please.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Say it one more time. I need
Kazuichi,
you
bad.
recorded. For reasons.
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out.
Go to
Like she
Honjo.
said, in that condition,
We're in the middle of a
it's
class
very
trial.
difficult to stab yourself with a spear.
Unless you
It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stabbed into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
left hand like COVID when time
So you're
was
saying it's
tough.
impossible?
It's not impossible.
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else. I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Monami sassing me!
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. So this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
There has been
Of
every
course,
other
that doesn't
time.
include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you
Let's
said
keep
it
proving
too.
it.
It'd
I'm
be
not- see if there's
impossible for him to
loophole.
stab himself with a spear in his condition.
Ah, but it's not.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
Thank you, Chiaki.
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
I already know how.
Everyone working together.
Do I get to do a logic dive? I want to do a logic dive.
All right, let's do this.
Seems like the right time to do a logic dive. Damn. That sucks. Anyway. It's gonna be blood on left hand. It's the only thing that's relevant.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through. When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand. If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth? Or maybe he used his front tail. Idol guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
What are you saying?
A blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
Maybe not, please.
How did Nagito stab himself with... Let's work together and... When the spear stabbed... His right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
No, that's wrong.
He could still rip.
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
He couldn't move it around.
Why?
But he
I mean,
could
his
move
left hand was
spear.
tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand.
There was no blood on the back of his hand?
The
Or
bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange?
Like he was gripping something.
He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
No, because there's blood on the back of his
That settles the description of that blood stain. But it's not the
His hand was
only
resting on the
unnatural blood
floor.
stain.
with the fist.
Look,
His knuckles
there's blood on the
touching
back of his hand.
the ground.
around the
and
middle
back
joints of his
hand touching
fingers.
the ground. Blood splatter.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural blood stain, but
It
What's
gets
wrong with
all up
that?
on the knuckles here.
We might need to think and use our
You
imaginations
cannot
for
see
a
my
bit.
hand, but like do it and it makes
If
sense.
there's blood on his palm and the back of his
Blood
hand,
splatter here.
what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
Holding something. He was making a fist.
I see.
When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Yee.
was he grabbing his front tail?
Kane, shut the fuck up.
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear! Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
Not if you do it over the girder. Thingy, I think it's called the girder.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think?
Chiaki is just taking the place of Nagito. The one
Hey,
with all the
don't
answers.
tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear. I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
The weighted end.
I see. That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Yep, and you
Ah,
mentioned
you're
that
right.
before.
So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
No, but it was hanging off the thing on the roof.
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily. It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time? At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That's a long plan name.
One step at a time? What does that mean? Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was
Good idea,
positioned just
Chiaki.
before it impaled Nagito.
You know the answer already.
How it was
You're really
positioned.
guiding us, like Nagito used to. But Nagito was just exceptionally intelligent. And observant. No, I suppose you're observant too, you just haven't really had your chance to shine. Yeah. Oh no, it's gonna ask me to spell things out, isn't it? It is. It is. Oh no, logic dive? Yes. Yes. Yes, I've been saved. It's not the fucking Hangman's Gambit. I've been saved. I've been spared. Above Nagito. Oh, it's a moving enemy. Oh, fuck. Can't do that shit. No. Okay. This is fine. Besides this guy, what else is above? Ceiling girder. That is the right answer. That is the right word. Sorry. Ceiling with the girder. If I had extra jump boost, I could probably jump answers. So oh shit. You need to tell me where you're gonna stop, you pig. Never tell. Okay, that one's going all the way. That one's not. That one's not. And that one's not. And that one's not. Okay. so hard to read that. Yay! Because if it was Hangman's Gambit, I was not going to be able to spell ceiling girder.
It's all coming
I
together.
could probably spell stealing. Probably not girder without a bunch of trial and error.
The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP? That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder and using that as a support. He hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide?
It feels too easy.
Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
But it feels too easy.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Sheer
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer.
Why? Why? Like,
goal
nothing
was to get us all executed.
No.
And that's why
Shut up.
he stabbed himself over and over again?
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Nowhere in this character would he do, like, that's not like him. Like, probably the only person here that he would like to see killed would be us, Hajime, because we're not an ultimate. We don't have a talent. We're a reserve corps student. Like, I hate the assumption, like, because it's nowhere, like, it's not like him to want to get us all killed. At all. Like, the bombs were fake. And he knew that. Maybe he did this to expose the traitor, but I mean, he said he was willing to sacrifice himself, which makes sense, which is why I'm not, like, kind of doubting him committing suicide theory, but that isn't his goal, Hajime. Not at all, it's to expose the traitor. So there's some line of thinking, there's something he wants us to do, to figure out the traitor.
Did he want us to die that bad?
No.
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
Yeah,
He knew we would
that's our
notice.
Nagito.
As you should have. He wasn't a bad guy. Not, like, really. Maybe a little crazy, but... He probably would, because he doesn't like you, Hajime.
However, there is one thing I still do
Yeah.
not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
This is his goal
He
to
was
reveal the
probably
traitor.
planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
No. That's a valid line of
So
thinking,
why
but
did
no.
he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
Because I don't know if he actually knows who the traitor
I
is.
bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick.
He might not know who the traitor is.
He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi.
So we were all tried as
He
equal.
created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking
That's
bastard who
debatable.
killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so he'd be executed.
That should be okay, right? Right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
No, Akane. Talk us through it. And don't make me have to select it, I swear to God.
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well. I guess
Yeah, I
my
don't know
gut
about
is
your
wrong
gut there.
sometimes.
I think,
You're right.
no.
It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
No.
Then
It's too easy. No.
it's okay to end it here.
It's not
huh?
okay to end it
That
here.
means we're done with this last class trial and
No.
we can leave this island, right?
No. No. Something's still.
It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
No.
Then it's okay? It's
No.
okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then
No.
voting time.
No.
No, hold on a sec.
Hold on. Why?
Thank you.
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is. No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But
But it was.
I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
You were gonna keep going? Here, I thought we were finally finished.
Is it the. Is this? I don't know.
Crap!
I don't know, it's probably the poison.
Crap!
No. Should worry about something else. A piece of evidence that even he couldn't mess with. And what is it?
Crap!
Chiaki, you need to give me more to work with.
Crap!
I don't know. Something related to his death, a piece of evidence that even he couldn't affect. Max, then?
Crap!
Chiaki, you need to give me a little more to work with. Oh no, the empathy there.
Crap!
I don't know. What is it? Something even he couldn't mess with. Like, I don't know. I genuinely do not know. I don't know. I'll pick the first one. I'm ready. I'm out of time. We'll start from the top. Go.
I see.
Apparently that was the answer. Okay. Wonderful. Don't know
Is
why.
it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, what about the Monokuma file?
Yeah.
It's issue, Chiaki.
That's it. Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
It doesn't say the cause of death. It doesn't say the cause of death. Was it the poison? Did he poison himself? Nagito! Yeah, it's totally spelling out cause of death. Okay. Understand. I've gotta learn how to spell. Why are there so many? Why are there so many? Why are there so many? I need an O first. It's not an F first. It's an O. Why is this so hectic? Oh my god.
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. Someone came into my room earlier and I had to do it. There's no specific cause of death. Did he poison himself? Why? He wanted to make sure he died, apparently. God damn. It doesn't explicitly state the cause of death, which is very interesting. Clearly that's important. Especially if the game's going this far to call it out.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death. But the cause of death is obvious, is it not? The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
No.
Well, Monokuma, I plead the fifth!
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Nikon's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Yeah.
Are you saying
It's always
that
the
applies
important.
this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
Did someone poison him?
You
and he
guys were the
figured it
ones who
out?
said it was a suicide in the first place.
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a
And so he tried to
suicide,
kill himself?
but it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
He wouldn't. Thank you.
Are you
Hajime.
sticking up for him?
Yes.
That's not what I
Fuck
meant.
you.
I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here? Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
He's incredibly smart.
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
You're right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
Why is it playing the sad song?
This is friggin' annoying.
Why is it playing the sad
But if
song?
you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Why is it playing the sad song? Why is it playing the sad song?
Hey, Monokuma! You heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait!
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right. That's what I believe.
Oh,
It's putting me on edge.
splendid.
I
You guys are so
don't like the
splendid
sad
right
music
now.
right now.
That's right. If all your hopes are united,
I don't
no
like it.
despair
I
can
don't like
shake
it. I
you.
don't like it. I don't like it. And that's what he's pushing us to find. That was the point. You're not overthinking it, Hajime. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, is it trial halfway over? It is! Wow. Oh boy. This is gonna be
No, no!
okay. I'm done questioning their bits.
I'm Monami. But anyway, my chest, everyone is united against despair. They're
Usually,
totally
I can
awesome.
tolerate annoying places.
That's
But
why
Monami is honestly
I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome That's fate.
She also just talks so
So if we're
slowly.
working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Yeah, let's do that.
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this?
Okay.
In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear.
But
It's
apparently
better to
it's not.
confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Well, could
Are
have
there
been bleeding out.
possibilities?
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand.
Or
but-
bleeding out.
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but
It's not
it
fatal.
wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
Maybe the artery probably cut in his leg.
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds,
Are we finished
So it's
already?
either poison or bleeding out.
I feel like it's possible that we overlooked something.
Overlooked. Chuck.
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of,
Oh.
one after the other.
Yeah.
That might clear some things up.
I have like no health left.
Exactly.
Like, goddamn
We should
Mega Man
cooperate at a
Hammer.
time like
I
this.
hated that. That was the worst. Please don't make me play that game again. Played a wound that wasn't the spear. No, it exists, but if it does, it's probably the poison. I would quote the Emperor's New Groove line if I remembered the entire thing in its correct order. But I don't, apparently. I have a bad memory. Okay, what are we looking at?
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
it's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
Yes, yes.
I agree with that. That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility. If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
So was he poisoned?
It is
Or did
true
he
that
poison
poison is not
himself?
something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a
Yeah,
sudden?
poison is Gavin.
I remember when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange.
Cabin, yeah.
Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
I'm tired.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing. I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
Especially since it was.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
What does that mean?
But even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood,
We wouldn't be
there's
able to
no way we'd
see.
notice them easily, right?
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
Breathing
His
in it.
left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, I'm pretty sure it's fast acting.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
No.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible.
Breathe.
Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
Thank you, Chiaki.
Are there any left?
My god.
Hell no. No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label.
Good idea.
Maybe.
Good idea, Chiaki. He breathed it in. It's so obvious. Logic dive? Logic dive. Logic dive. Logic dive! Let's fucking go. I like this. I have no health. Sorry. I have no health. Damn. Uh-oh. Okay. It's not as concerning as I thought it would be. Yes. I wasn't expecting that last one. No, I get spawned back here. This is the worst. The worst. But I realized I can jump these, so it's not actually the worst. Thank you, super jump. Anyway. His nose. Was the poison in the grenades? Was the poison in the fire nades? The fire grenade thingies. No.
It's all coming together.
Oh, it's all coming together.
What if instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Inhaled?
It's
Just an
written on the
idea.
poison's warning label.
Hence why Monokuma had to clean out the room so nobody else died.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose!
He breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
I see! The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
Oh yeah.
Of course! Hydrolysis! The chemical bonds that form the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers! Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what?
Why?
In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right, all the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
No, we're not ready for voting.
Well, but
What? There's still more?
We still do not know who the traitor is or his motive. Exactly. Thank you. No, it was not his motive. Come on, you know him better than that.
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
There might have been an accomplice.
Oh.
Chiaki, what did you just say? If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
I was probably
Anything
right.
that looked like poison?
Somewhere in the fire grenades.
If
That's why I
Nagito
feel
brought
like,
poison to the
yeah.
warehouse, it's strange that
It's
we couldn't find it
100% in the fire fire grenade.
I see.
But he put
are
it
you
in the
talking about the
fire
container the poison was kept in?
grenade.
there. Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
It was in
He
his
can't
cabin.
carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
The container probably melted in the fire.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate. Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up,
Fire
you know?
grenade.
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
No.
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible! I mean, an accomplice? It is just two.
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right. You're totally right. That's totally it.
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
Or all of you do.
That's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh? The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Maybe not.
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is? Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing. And we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
Bingo! Bulls running the money. It's called a light bulb, Hajime. It means you came up with a good idea for once in your goddamn. I'm kidding. I love you, Hajime. But by God, you were dumb sometimes. It was a fire grenade. Oh, fuck off, man, damn it. Done. I did that one flawlessly. Let's go one up and flawlessly. Almost flawlessly. At least that one's easier than the fucking cause of death. That was chaos.
I see. I got it.
Huh?
The fire grenades.
Was in the fire
Nagito put the poison
grenade.
inside one of the fire
Like
grenade
I
canisters
said,
and transported it to the warehouse.
Be fucking poor.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse, it can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
That bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw
Because
those
he took out all
fire
the other
grenades.
things.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
Was it blue?
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Was it blue?
Hajime, Could it be?
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade.
Boop, bitty boop.
I can prove it with this.
Then the evidence. I read.
Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
No, that is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room.
A gas mask.
We also found a gas
And
mask
gloves.
and gloves under his bed,
Grab the
too.
gloves.
Did he
But they're also in the
use
same
those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping them.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died, right? So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide. Enough already!
You're very
right.
insistent.
If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
I don't know about that one, Jude.
I admit that there wasn't an
yeah.
accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
There's nothing in the story, is
You-
what I meant.
You're right.
Yeah, you meant suicide.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
Chiaki?
What the hell?
I'm curious.
Do you still want to keep going?
What are you thinking?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
What was it?
No, it's not.
Oh? What do you have evidence?
Chiaki?
What evidence do you
I'm
have? We'd love to
sorry.
hear it.
But I just realized
I
it.
wanna know, I wanna know.
Realized what?
What?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison. So when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
Oh.
It probably
Oh.
happened at the same time.
Oh. 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 It was my original line of thinking. He didn't use the fire grenade. We did. It was one of the ones we used. So the person threw the fire grenade with the contents swap is the murderer. Oh. Oh, that is bitter. I love it. Oh my gosh. I know I have to figure out who it is. Oh, I love it. When we all threw the grenades. Would
see.
you look at that?
Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
So who was it that
Yeah.
threw the
I think so.
Which of us was it? Were they aware?
When we all threw the grenades to put
They
out the
might
fire
have
in
been.
the
That might be the
warehouse,
traitor.
the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
So one of us is the
If
killer.
that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
Us.
One of us.
Us.
What the heck?
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed
Oh my God, I
Nagito?
love it. Oh my god.
Hold on a sec. Then Nagito
It
was...
wasn't a suicide.
mean. He didn't kill himself.
He surely tried. But
You said so yourself! You said Nagito committed suicide!
Looking at point before.
Then who
Uncovered
killed
new clues.
Nagito?
You mean,
One of us.
who's the actual killer,
One
right?
of us, Kana.
Do you know?
We might not even know
Who
ourselves.
prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
He could have prepared it. Traitor could have prepared it. And one of us accidentally threw it. Or the traitor could have prepared it and they threw it on purpose. Maybe? I don't know. Why would they have the intention of doing that? We'll figure it out. I was like, I need to stop theorizing. And yeah, one of us. Nagito Kamai.
Crap!
No, fuck. Fine. Nagito
I
Kamai.
see!
I thought it said
It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poisoned grenade?
Nagito. Nagito.
I see! That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
To get us to the canisters.
I see! Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
It was a trap,
A trap?
preparing the poison, creating a reason for us to throw the poison.
But
It was all a setup by
why?
Nagito.
Why?
It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Seriously.
Why?
I'm asking you who threw it.
We don't.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Hell, it could have been us.
Could it be? Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do.
How interesting.
And for that reason,
I have to give him creativity points.
he
That's
put the
for
fire
sure.
grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
What? What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him? To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him. The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point. All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison. And then,
Hold on. If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the
the
actual
poison
cause
is
of death could be either one.
Instant death.
even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That too.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Are you fucking serious?
That was his trap all along.
Oh my god. I'm
Even the
curious
wounds
as
all
why
over his
did he
body.
do
It was
that?
all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened.
What was his motive?
His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve.
For some reason I
He
doubt
wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end.
For some reason I feel like this kind of so.
However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As helps you solve mysteries and bolster your hope. A huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces. For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
I don't feel like that's all.
totally messed up. It's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
That's not the fucking issue here.
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras.
Monokuma knows all, essentially. He knows.
If Monokuma doesn't know, his trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
How can you... how can you have such an awful power?
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Yes, he says.
So,
How the hell are we supposed to do that?
fucking
Is giving up all we can do?
I'm a vote for myself.
No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
There might be.
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably...
The traitor?
There's one way, I think.
Really?
Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning?
Let's do it. Bet.
I want to make sure my hunch is correct.
Of course, Chiaki.
Hajime, please.
You don't have to beg. I will do it. You are a really chill person. That was both of you. Anyway. If me reading it out from the beginning helps you come to your
I got it.
conclusion, Chiaki,
Let's do
I
this
will
then.
do it a million times. Let's go. Okay. He looks so fucking creepy there. Anyway, see what's in. Oh, see what's in. No. One more panel. No. More light. awkwardly enough. He's so awkward, look at him. Yeah, I'm gonna later. Last one.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Okay. Oh, I can't. Oh my
The person
god.
who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda. He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan. Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon.
I cannot get over how interesting of a character Nagito is.
Using the gloves and gas
Like,
mask that he got
he's
from the
so
military base,
interesting.
Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence, the blue aluminum seal on the grenade. With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory, and put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room.
He also took out all the other supplies, but they don't mention that.
The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere. While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse. In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it. From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion. First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord. Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand. In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up. As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up, just beneath the dangling spear. But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream, he stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs. Finally,
The amount of pain that
he
he
propped
would
the
have
knife on the
been in.
plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade.
He must have been running on pure adrenaline.
He didn't just want us to think he was tied up. He also wanted us to think he'd been tortured. Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear. His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin. Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message. After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of Nagito's plan. We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect. The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain. Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire-extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poisoned grenade that Nagito had prepared. The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere. The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was. Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness. Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach. This is all the information related to Nagito's plan. His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer. At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone. Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap.
I'm gonna guess who the people are. The right hand is probably Hajime. Left is probably Akane. Middle left is Chiaki. The middle right is gonna be Kazuichi, and then Sonya is not pictured. Because that fits all of their reactions. Anyway.
In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity.
Oh, I missed someone. Oops. Fee, it's fine. Fee got. I'll just mosey along. I always forget
This should be
one
the
of them.
truth behind Nagito's trap.
Okay,
How about it, Chiaki?
Yeah.
Will that help you figure out who the killer is? Chiaki?
Just as I thought. It's impossible, isn't it?
What is it?
You say we
No,
just
let
have
her
to vote for
speak.
someone?
She
What
already said
Hajime
no.
said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange.
Oh.
Did Nagito really not care who the killer was? He said this to us
He
earlier.
was going to expose the traitor. He planned it out so that the traitor would pick it up. Is there anyone who's left-handed? Because if you put it on the very left-hand side, and all of us are right-handed, and there's one left-handed person, maybe that's how it could happen, but I haven't really been paying attention to the right or the left hands. We could probably see by that one photo, but I'm not gonna go back and look at it.
That feeling of belief is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap.
And he
By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into
that
effect.
the traitor will be the one that comes.
What do you mean, believe?
And what's wrong with that?
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his
Ultimate
heart.
hope overcoming despair.
I want you to try to remember what that is.
Hope. Come on, he said it like every other. Oh, that too. Not me. His talent.
I see.
That too. But
Nagito believed in his
talent.
talent as the ultimate lucky student.
That's the two things he talks. Well, it's the three things he talks about.
Guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
That's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
Most of us. That's a jab at me,
God,
isn't it? Yeah.
In his case, it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in it.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
Yeah, he used 5 bullets. I mean, that does make it all the better. You know, getting that 1 in 6 chance. Granted, when your life's on the line, maybe not, but you know. You think she's well watching me?
But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time, right?
I just thought it was strange that it doesn't connect to anything.
That's true.
He factored in his belief in us, but for some reason he didn't factor in his own luck. No,
But what if
there's no way.
he did?
I mean, this
And
is Nagito we're talking about.
For the traitor.
What did
to
he do?
grab
You
The
know,
poison
he wasn't just after anybody.
after the
He
traitor.
probably had a target.
The traitor.
A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
Traitor.
A target? Who? The target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it.
The traitor.
That's why he relied on being the ultimate
The
lucky
traitor.
student
The traitor.
and incorporated that luck into his plan.
Traitor.
As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
I'm gonna stop saying traitor, else it's not gonna be a word anymore.
He left his plan to luck?
He risked his life for that?
He probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito
So
was after?
obvious.
I see. That's it. The traitor. Nagito was after the traitor, huh?
Yeah, the traitor.
Then he relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
Nagito
Like
didn't
how
know
he
who the
always
traitor was
is.
until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
Then, what he said in his video message.
Fucking crazy bastard. So as long as we find the traitor, he won't have died in vain. Hang on, give me 1 second. My dog's crawling around on it. Sorry, he's just not good with fireworks, but he cannot be laying underneath my desk. Because, there are a lot of wires down there, and if he accidentally steps on the wrong one, it'll turn off my computer, and the stream, and the game, and everything we just worked for. So, unfortunately, I cannot let that happen. No. You cannot lay under there. Hey. Out. 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 Hang on, give me 1 second. I'll get him bed somewhere else. Okay, I'm back. So he was bluffing. Ah, that's fair.
So he was.
Just bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
So, who's the traitor? Yeah, you gotta believe in him. He's scarily intelligent. And I have said that multiple times.
But if he just
and
wanted to
none of them
out the
understand
traitor,
that.
he didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer.
But he did.
Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that.
Because the
It
previous
means he
threats
wants
didn't
us to
work.
beat the traitor.
Yeah, he believes in us.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair.
That's exactly.
That's something he'd say.
Yes, that's exactly what he wants.
Mon ami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth
Is
shut.
Monami the traitor?
And that concludes my argument. Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
Probably. Yeah, I mean, there's. He certainly relies on it.
The only thing we can do is believe.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes.
And our luck is certainly not as good
But
as Nagito's.
even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now. If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
Huh?
But
Maybe.
they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, They couldn't do it. Because they weren't created to do that.
Huh?
Chiaki?
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself.
Is she? No.
That's why I want you guys to guess.
You want us to guess?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
What? What does that mean?
Who do you think it is, Hajime? Who do you think the Future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
Based on the way
Why?
you're talking right now,
A
Chiaki.
traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Why?
Oh, maybe
A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
Why?
Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only
She's
exist
either
as a
implying
traitor.
her or us.
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor?
She's.
Hajime, please.
No! It can't be her. Oh shit, Chiaki. Oh my god. Chiaki. She blames herself, doesn't she? Based on what she said, she was wondering if the traitor revealed themselves, if they could have stopped Nagito from dying. I have 1 minute left. Fuck, I can't. I'm gonna cry. Chiaki, and you worked so hard to get us to this truth. You didn't have a choice. You didn't have a choice to be the traitor, did you? I have 20 seconds. I can't say goodbye to you right now. I'm sorry.
It's you?
Sorry, Chiaki. I will finish my thoughts now. She couldn't help being the traitor. She didn't have a choice, but she wanted to help us as much as she could. But she couldn't tell us that she was the traitor, or... But she feels bad. Because Nagito's dead. She did try. She did try. She tried scanning her e-book. Her e-handbook. And... she just went and did it. She tried. Chiaki. I'm gonna continue.
Chiaki, you're the traitor?
Please! Hold on!
Aw, you totally guessed right.
Don't pull.
Just as expected. Yep, you're correct. I'm the traitor. The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all is me.
Chiaki.
Hey, Chiaki. Are you being serious right now?
Chiaki is the traitor? That is a lie, right? Surely you must be joking.
She's not.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
Hey, what are you saying sorry for?
What does this mean? You... Up till now...
I don't
You've
think
been
she had a
tricking
choice.
us?
What? We were not tricked!
I don't think she had a choice.
After all, we have been working together all this time. We have been helping each other all this time. Chiaki, being a traitor, being a member of that horrifying Future Foundation, that is obviously a lie.
But please, wait! The Future Foundation isn't what you think it is!
Shut the fuck up! We're talking to Chiaki!
No, I have nothing more to say.
Why?
Because we already know the killer's true identity. So the only thing left to do is vote.
Oh, hold on! We're not satisfied yet!
If you say you are the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand. We cannot vote until we are satisfied. That is what you said earlier, Chiaki.
Hey, if you're really the traitor, why'd you wait till now to reveal yourself?
It's weird, isn't it? Waiting until right now to out yourself.
It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that? Maybe... I wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost.
She cares for us.
Hey,
That's
Hajime,
obvious.
can you do me a small favor?
Yeah, Chiaki.
Favor? Me?
Whatever.
I want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor.
What? What are you saying? Why do I have to do that?
She trusts us the most.
I want to explain everything to you guys, but... as I expected, that's rather difficult.
Or she
That's
might
why-
trust us the most.
The only thing I can do is plead with you.
And we usually lead the argument anyway.
I want you to do it. I believe you can prove it.
Okay.
Whether I can prove it or not, that's not the problem. Don't you understand? You may as well be asking me to kill you. There's no way I can do that.
I'm very sorry, but this is the only way. So please.
I know it's the only way, Chiaki, but
Looks like we gotta do what we can. It's not like I believe she's the traitor. There's just no way we can ignore this without confirming it.
If she was just disguised or something, this would have been a heck of a lot easier for us to understand, but...
She's not disguised at all! 'Cause Chiaki isn't the traitor.
Monami?
Monomi?
Too bad. I'm not part of the same group as that girl. I don't know anything about that girl at all.
Hey, are you trying to cover for her like that? You suck!
I've always been alone. I have no friends anywhere. That's why I have no relation to Chiaki whatsoever.
Hajime, you're going to listen to my request,
Of course, Chiaki.
right?
Chiaki isn't my friend. I hate Chiaki so much.
This is not gonna be fun. Okay.
Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along! I won't let you! Let's all get along! First open and mix! I can't lose! Hajime, you stupid face! I won't let you! First open and mix! I'll lower your grade! Disappear! Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along! I'll lower your grade! Hajime, you stupid face!
friends?
Notebook.
This is the end! When we investigated Nagito's cottage,
Oh,
I discovered a
I
notebook
understand.
with a new
now.
Sami logo on it.
That's what was weird about it. Is Chiaki stopped me from going into the final dead room, but only Chiaki knows about that. Monami wasn't there. I understand. Chiaki.
That's your notebook, right? The one Nagito stole from you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't tell me. Is that where the traitor's true identity is written?
That's right! Since I knew something like this would happen, I made sure to bring it here today.
Oh, so sudden?
Give me that notebook.
A little drawing of Chiaki.
What is this? Is this Monami's diary?
Is the traitor's identity written in here?
Nagito was probably looking for that too, so that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading this notebook. Of course, Nagito wouldn't know either. However, it's different for me.
You know?
It took me this long, but I finally understand.
I didn't understand it when I first read it. I was like, oh, that's weird. Oh, whatever.
First of all, this isn't Monami's diary. Apparently she can't write.
Then the one who wrote this is...
Someone connected to Monami. Meaning, it's not a mistake to think that the traitor wrote it.
If so, is this like a report that the traitor was sending to Monami?
Is it evidence that they were observing our actions and reporting to Monami?
But how would you know who the traitor is from that?
Because there's an entry written in here that only me and one other person would know.
Final bedroom.
In the notebook, there was a specific entry. There it is. It's true. I tried to go inside the final dead room. But the only one who knew that That's right. The only person who knew that is Chiaki. That's why Chiaki is the only person who could have possibly written about this.
There must be some mistake.
We rarely see
I mean,
Hajime's sad face.
if
and it's
Chiaki is
making
the
me
traitor,
sad.
what was all that time we spent with her? Was that all a lie too?
Classic.
Miss Sonia.
But it wasn't a lie.
Chiaki is... She is being controlled by Monokuma. That is why we should help her.
I'm not satisfied either. I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you do something so stupid when we found the bomb.
She tried.
Now that you mention it, Chiaki immediately went to the card reader with her handbook.
She tested it out right away after being told it would only react to the Traitor's handbook.
That doesn't make any sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that.
She was trying to save
Chiaki
us.
probably knew the bomb was a fake. That's why she also knew Nagito's trap was a bluff.
Maybe, but maybe not.
She knew? That is a mistake! That must be a mistake! Why are you saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor?
Of course not.
I will not believe it! I refuse to believe Chiaki is a traitor! There is just no way!
Then nobody will be saved.
Chiaki is not the traitor!
I understand where this is going.
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not.
She did because
The only person who knew it was a fake was
Mommy.
me, when I tried to detonate it.
That's not it.
Monami also knew. And by proxy.
That's not it. Sonia shouldn't have been the only one who knew it was a fake. Monami was also there when you found out the bomb at the military base wasn't real.
Oh yeah, interrupting this wonderful sad thing, but Happy New Year, everyone! Look at the fireworks! Great fireworks. We're 25 minutes late, but it's fine. Happy New Year. At least for those in my time zone. If not, it was probably Happy New Year's before, or it's gonna be Happy New Year's in 35 minutes, or an hour and 35 minutes, or 2 hours and 35 minutes, or just sometime in the past for watching this on my YouTube channel. I just checked my phone to see the time, because I can't see it on my computer when I'm playing full screen game. So yeah. Anyway.
You said so yourself.
Monami was there.
Is that true, Miss Sonia?
Chiaki heard about it from Monami. That's why she knew the bomb was a fake.
Since I've been found out, I'll just confess.
I like to believe that
The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that,
you'd be out as a traitor.
I would have had to explain how I heard about it from Monami. I did not want to hear that! Enough already.
Oh,
Please do
you
not
found
say
it.
another word. I do not want this
I'm
anymore.
sorry, Sonia.
I am so very tired of doubting people.
I understand.
Sonia.
And just because she knew the bomb was a fake does not mean we should decide she is the traitor! Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is a traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Knowing it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monaka Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything about this island. Monokuma probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand.
No.
Crap!
Yeah, no.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier. He knows everything about this island.
No. I'm just gonna keep guessing.
Crap!
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier. He knows everything. Monokuma probably told Chiaki that it was fake, but so you cannot declare that. Monami and Chiaki were working together.
I don't have any more. Yeah, no, okay, so it's
Damn
not
it.
that.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence,
I know what I gotta do.
I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Knowing it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who. What matters is that she.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma.
But he said he didn't
Monokuma
tell
said
us.
so early. He knows everything about the Monokuma probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand.
You're right. Monokuma probably knew the bomb was a fake. But Monokuma shouldn't have told anyone either.
That...
No, he won't lie at times like this. You already know that.
Hajime, are you going to believe Monokuma over Chiaki?
That's not it.
It's just, even if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote for her? That basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck,
We do.
right?
That's not it.
His luck is better than all of our luck. And we gotta
Telling
believe
us
in
to trust
Chiaki.
his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard?
There's no way I can believe in Nagito.
I'm telling you, that's not it.
Hmm?
We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito.
We should believe in Chiaki.
We have to believe in Chiaki.
Huh?
It doesn't matter who the traitor is. Even if Chiaki is the traitor, that's not the Chiaki I know. I believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time. That Chiaki is saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, nobody's going to be saved.
Damn it.
Hey, can you listen to me a little? There's nothing to be sad about, you know? 'Cause this is different from what happened before. Unlike before, you guys don't have to stay alive by doubting someone. You guys can stay alive by believing in me. Are you telling us to believe in you and sacrifice you? That is just too cruel. I'm sorry. Chiaki! Monami, I'm sorry too. You're probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this. But still, I want to protect everyone by any means. And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
It's not up to me to decide whether that's right or wrong. However, I believe it's truly amazing that you were able to think like that. We could even call this a miracle.
Hey, what have you two been talking about? Everyone's jaws are dropping, you know?
I know. It's voting time, right?
Hey, Chiaki.
You don't have to worry.
I don't even know what I
Believe
want
in
to
me
say to her.
and cast your vote.
Damn it! Why did it end up like this?
Chiaki. What am I gonna use those damn Monokuma coins for? I have no friends left. The only person I remotely get along with is Akane. Nagito is gone. Gundam is gone. I was about to call her Rico. Ibuki is gone. Chiaki is gone. Thank you for the follow. I'm currently crying right now. Damn it, Chiaki. I also need to put that above the border. Hang on. Boop. Okay. Now that's above the border. Okay. Back to the game. Oh my god. I don't want to have to watch her die. I really don't. I have to believe in Chiaki. I have to bring her through. You're gonna make me choose. This is hard enough as it is. My friends that are dead one last time. Yoko, Gundam, Akane's still here, Fuyuhiko lost an eye, Ibuki's gone, Nagito's gone, Miko's gone, Byaki is gone, Chiaki's about to be gone, Nekomaru's gone, Sonya's in tears, Teru, we fucking hated him anyway, Peko is gone, Kazuichi's in tears, Mahiro is gone. And it's time for Chiaki to go too. God damn it. I believe in you, Chiaki.
Even so.
All my friends are dead. Except Akane, I suppose she's my friend too. We weren't very close.
Yahoo!
Damn it!
Damn it.
Congratulations, everyone.
Damn it.
Damn it!
I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys.
What?
That is... I'm sorry. because... Well...
Why?
Well... I'm sorry.
That is...
Yeah. Like... So...
Yes, indeed.
He's got a point, I guess.
Are you si-
Huh?
Nope. Well...
Chiaki!
Perhaps...
Hey, come on now.
I can't lose! Hiya!
Huh?
I will no longer let you do as you please.
Stupid! Stop! What do you mean?
As they say, we...
What'd you say?
Well, there's gonna be another one.
Huh? No, no! Phew.
I can't lose!
That...
If I don't beat you...
Stop it, I say!
How many times are we gonna do this?
Hey, hey! I won't forgive you. I won't let you. Hey, hey!
Ooh, how it...
Yeah, hell no, I'm not sitting here forever.
What?
Hey, hey!
Too bad!
That's wrong!
Damn it! Hey,
Interesting. Interesting.
Could it be?
Hey, hey, hey! Hey, hey!
In the end, even if Monami risks her life or does whatever, it doesn't matter to my army of 10 to the power of 60 strong! There's no value in that life you're risking. So how about this? This overwhelming despair! Does it make you dizzy from excitement? What's this?
I can't lose!
It's okay, Monami. Well, let's believe in them. Right?
Damn it.
Chiaki, can I give you a big hug?
Please listen!
Like, this is bad.
Damn it! Yahoo! Shing!
I'm sorry.
Chiaki.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment. Special bleeding service.
Huh?
Uh-huh. So
That is... You guys, I'm sorry for lying to you.
It's okay, Chiaki. You didn't really have a choice.
I'm sorry. I couldn't protect
But
you
you
to the
did
very
protect
end.
us by helping us come to the right conclusion.
Just one last time, let me say something that makes me sound like a teacher. There's no need to be a hero. You don't have to force yourself just to make people acknowledge you. When you do that, you end up blaming yourself, blaming other people, and feeling jealous of everyone. But still, it doesn't have to be like that. Even if people don't acknowledge you, you just have to be someone that you can be proud of. 'Cause you yourself are your biggest supporter. If you can learn to love yourself, love.
Bye, everyone. It's okay. A shining future will always be waiting for you.
Thank you.
It's true. It's Ab's cuz... I know.
Just keep your voice low.
Bye-bye. Please don't forget about your teacher.
let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I don't know how to feel about that one yet. Call back in like a week or so, and maybe I'll tell you where it ranks on my list. I'm just kind of in shock from her death. Though. I would too, Hajime.
I don't, Bo! What? Phew. Huh? Hey! I shall now present. Whew.
Huh?
There were 5 people left in the other game, too. So it's definitely that specific number, right?
Stupid fool!
Hey, No, no! Hey,
Hey.
Yep. Shing!
What does home look like to us? Like, what is... Oh boy. The last day. Oh, what? What? What?
Hello there.
Huh? Chiaki?
See? Well? Yep.
How are you alive?
Perhaps.
Huh?
Um.
And now she's gone. Is she a hallucination or a ghost? Or what? Also, I'm gonna get to level 50. I'm gonna get to level 50. I'm not gonna get to level 50, screw it. There's probably an achievement or something though. So I'm gonna save so that I can get to level 50 if I want to later. Take advantage. If there is an achievement, there probably is, honestly. Restaurant. Okay.
Yo!
Listen well.
Huh?
Damn right.
So that was true.
Damn it. Hey, hey!
And the dead keep showing up.
How unfortunate. Now then.
He's self-aware. Check the web for details. What? 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 I'm seriously pissing me the hell off. So yes, something like this is only so happy, so happy.
Now then. Well,
One 11037. I knew it. I knew I read it right. Leon. Thank you, Nagito. Maybe not that much.
please call me the ultimate hope.
You know what? Why the hell not? He's very similar to my uncle.
Hey,
Let's go. Put the countdown to 0. Teleport. We're gonna teleport. Oh, I can't teleport this. Oh. Where is it? Okay, we can't.
boy, right?
She's not glitching out.
Fool!
He's not glitching out.
I'm gonna do it!
She's not glitching out.
Thanks for the food.
Yeah, fuck it.
Dumbass!
Young Master Fuyuhiko.
This is your leader's order. What? In the name of my family.
Hajime. It's gonna be fine.
I don't have that type of name. It's doing it by itself. But why is it Leon? What major significance does it have, or is it just an Easter egg? It's like the opposite of the first theme. The ending of it is escaping. What?
Is this a trial ground? But why am I at a trial ground?
It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
Huh?
Where did everyone go?
Everyone?
What? Everything. Oh, this is so weird. This world? Is it all an illusion? Like Matrix style? Uh-oh. 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 That's not good. That is not good. That's not good. Chapter 5 end. Is that the end of the game? Maybe not. Probably. Well, it says to be continued, so maybe not? Oh, it's so cute. Oh, it's her backpack. Oh, that is so cute. Okay, apparently this isn't the end. Chapter 0. Heading to the school trip. Okay. I think I'm gonna save this for the rest of this for another stream. Because we just hit the 3-hour mark. Hang on, I'm gonna look up how long the game is. Oops. I'm gonna look up how long. Okay, it's not gonna tell me. So I think we're gonna save it for another day. Yeah, I think the other day might be Sunday. I might finish it on Sunday. Because it is 3 hours right now. I'm extremely tired. It is New Year's Day. It is 2022. Holy fuck. I don't like that. Anyway, we'll finish this probably Sunday. If we don't finish it Sunday, we'll finish it Wednesday. I think that is it. But yeah, if it's like another 30 minutes, then I'll probably, I don't know what we'll do. play Genshin or something, I don't know. Maybe hop right into the third game. No, I'm kidding. Maybe I'll play something like Terraria or something on stream just real quick for the rest of the 3 hours, as a one-off. But we'll see. Maybe it'll take up the whole 3 hours. Maybe it'll take up more. Who knows? I just don't want to, like, continue on and have it be another 3 hours. I ain't doing that. Sorry. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed being able to actually hear my voice for once over the crackling. And yeah, I think that is all for today. Monday should be Factorio Factions. Wednesday should be We Will See. I don't know yet. Friday again should be Modern Minecraft with friends. If one of those streams gets cancelled, then I will play a game. I don't know what yet, because we're about to finish Danganronpa 2. So depending on whether we finish it on Sunday or if I even stream on Sunday, we'll see. And then I'm gonna be having, starting this week, is gonna be a recorded only series on my YouTube channel of FNAF Security Breach. So be sure to check that out. It's gonna be uploaded on Mondays, not Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. So be sure to check that out. I cannot speak. I'm very sorry. I'm tired. It's 1 a.m. I got barely any sleep last night. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. You can check out what I'm streaming, when I'm streaming for your time zone or whatever, or just follow and you'll get notified when I start streaming. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next stream. Bye! Thank you so much for getting to the end of the video. I really appreciate watching it all the way through. That's amazing. It's a long one. I understand. Feel free to leave a comment, say you're here, whatever. Say hi. I'll probably reply. Ask me a question, whatever. Feel free. Leave a like. Tell me you like the video. Subscribe. Check out my Twitch, which is in the description. And check out my Twitch schedule, which is also in the description. Also can be found on my Twitch. I forgot to promote my YouTube channel in the outro. It's fine. It's in every other stream. You can also check out what else I've streamed in the past. What else I've recorded. I played Portal, Amori. I play a modded Minecraft with Friends series. I do Factorio Factions with Friends series. I'm gonna be doing more series in the future. Maybe with friends, maybe without, you know? Who knows? I might do things with new friends, with the old friends, with friends we've seen before, you know, that kind of thing. Go crazy. Yeah. So, I'm sorry, I'm really tired. So, I am grasping at straws here. Yeah, thank you so much again for making it to the end of the video. I really enjoyed this one. I'm also just really sad too. But anyway, thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!